cracking? It's crackulating. What's up, guys? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. That's my boy Jay's Diecast Creations entry. Every time I love it. I love his intro. Never see his face. I don't even know what he looks like. Anywho, we're gonna go over some finds, you know, Oregon Coast finds, recent finds at the stores around here. I hope y'all like my little goatee. Did it just for you. And so we're gonna go over a bunch of stuff. So hang in with me. This is gonna be kind of a longer video, guaranteed. We're gonna go over a lot of antique cars. We're gonna go over some new finds, some new case stuff. We're just gonna go over everything. So stay tuned, stay there, stay in your seats. If you can't watch the whole thing, put it away, watch it later, okay? So, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can do a lot more. We're getting there. I think I'm at like 726 now or something like that. So thank you guys. I'm blessed to have this many subscribers. And all my subscribers are involved. So it's not like I have a bunch of fake inflated numbers or anything like that. It's like truly good people. So let's get it started. I'm going to go over some things that I found here. I'm going to get this out of the way so you don't have to look at this bag. But I'm going to go over some things I found on the Oregon coast. We'll start out with this little Tonka truck. That's like a little dune buggy. Very cool. Vintage. Very cool little Tonka truck. I swear it's like a dune buggy. It's in really good condition. I don't know what year this is. Made in the USA, Tonka. Could be 70s, could be older, I don't know. But I was able to pick this boy up. This is actually, I'm going to give this to a friend of mine. So I think he'll really like it. He collects Tonka stuff. So I bought that for him. And if he's watching, he probably knows, this is a good hint because I haven't told him. I told him I got a gift for him, but if he's watching, he collects Tonka stuff. You know who you are. So move that out of the way here. Now I got this from a store, gosh, down on the Oregon coast. I don't know if the name's on it. I always forget. I've mentioned it in other videos. It's a little pop culture store just north of, I think it's just north of Depot Bay. So check it out. Little red buildings. I did mention them in my last Oregon coast video. The name is escaping me of what they're called, but it's a pop culture store, and they're super rad. So I got some really good deals. So here's another car that I found, F40 Ferrari. Super sweet. It's all dusty still. So this is definitely vintage as well. Very cool. So this is, I don't know what brand this is. Looks like it's like MC Toy Ferrari F40 scale 139th scale. So very cool. The door's open. Very cool. Would you just look at it? Look at it, look at it. So very cool car. Put that down here. So that's one of a couple Ferraris that I got. Now, you guys are gonna like this Ferrari. Anybody who likes vintage Ferrari stuff, vintage Porsche stuff, whatever, this thing is so cool. Look at that thing. So cool. Yikes, that's cool. So this is a Matchbox right here. So this is a Matchbox 512 BB Ferrari 512 BB, made in China, circa 1983, 1 year before I was born. So this is a 1983 car. It's 1/40th scale. So the colors on this thing are so cool, so cool. So I'm really stoked. I found that $4. I want my $4. So that thing's super rad. Really excited to find that. Ooh, almost forgot about this. I got this for a friend of mine. He probably knows who he is. Got a little Stingray action here, a little Matchbox. I believe this is a 1995 car. So we've got a Premier Collection. Very, very sweet casting. Very cool. So we've got a Corvette Grand Sport. Limited 1 of 25,000 edition. So very cool car. Look at this, look at the taillights on that thing. Just look at them. Very cool car. So that's for somebody, they probably know who they are. I'm not gonna say any names. Rhymes with Mark. Was able to find this little guy too. This is a Hot Wheel. Let's see here. This is 1998. And I don't know if you guys remember this. It's very weighty. This is probably the heaviest Hot Wheel I've ever held in my hand for being so small. So you crash it into something, it bends and the doors open up. So it's like a little crash car. Super cool. That's going on the track. I'm gonna see what it does when it smashes into things. So I think it's I'm pretty sure it's a Mercedes or a Bentley. I don't know. It doesn't say on there. But yeah, that's 1998. Very cool car. Very weighty, this one. Okay, moving on. So we're gonna move on. I'm gonna touch on this one in a second here. We're gonna put that aside. Okay, and then we got this little guy here. It's these are Little Tikes. It's a Porsche. Very cool little car. So this is, yeah, Little Tikes. We got Little Tikes made in Hudson, Ohio. It's here. Well, it says Hudson, Ohio. That's where they're at. It was made in Macau. For service, call 1-800-321-0183. I wonder if that phone number still works. Let's call it right now. Let's call it. Okay, let's type it in here. All right, so we got 1-800. Okay. See if it works. I'm doubtful, but 321 0183. Okay, we're calling.
Calls may be monitored or recorded to provide you with a quality experience.
Thank you for calling Little Tikes. All calls are monitored.
Oh my gosh. Their phone number still works.
And we will meet with you as quickly as possible. Please have your product and or instruction manual readily available.
His phone number still works. That's crazy. This is like an 80s car or something.
If you are calling with questions about a viral line, Will Adventures line, LT Extreme products, or any other equipment questions.
Wow, that's funny. I did not expect to get anybody. But this number on this car from who knows when, looks like 70s or 80s, number still works. Okie dokie. That's funny. Okay, moving on here. I'm so weird. All right, so we've got another, well, this isn't a Ferrari, this is a Lamborghini. I think we've got a Countach here. Yeah, we've got a Lamborghini Countach. This is a Tootsie toy. And does not say what year it was made. It definitely looks like 70s or late 70s or 80s. Very cool little car. It's got like a little hook on there, like if you need to tow something, you know, if you need to tow like a trailer or something like that. It's marked as is, so you can't return it. You can't be like, hey, this thing's not as fast as I thought it should be. Hey, it's got a paint chip on here. It wasn't like that when I bought it. Wait. Never mind. Okay. Moving on. Sorry. Okay, and then we got this little Tonka. This looks like a Supra. I'm pretty sure. Give me your guys' input, but this looks like a Supra to me. Taillights are a little funky, like not really Supra-esque, but the rest of the car is very Supra-esque. It's got the big wing, it's got the Supra headlights, the Supra front, like TRD maybe, I don't know, but it definitely looks like a Supra, and that's for another one of my friends that has a Supra. So this is a Miasto toy, Maisto Miasto, Hasbro, 2003. That's when this one was made. So That's also for a friend. Hope she likes it. Okay. And then we've got these two little bad boys. We've got Hot Wheels. These are 1983, made in Malaysia. We've got two of these Porsches that are super sick. Look at these things. I like this blue one a little bit more. But yeah, we've got these sweet cars. You can see the engines, pops up here. Great condition. Very cool 80s type wheels on there. Very sweet. So I was able to pick both these up at the same time. Very, very cool. This one is also, this is a 1983 as well. So I think they're pretty much the same car, just different variations in color. So got two of those. Got a little bit of a deal on them because I bought so many stuff, so many things, so many stuffs. I bought so many stuffs. All right, we're almost through here. This is not an old car. This is just a really cryptic video. I got a lot of gifts for people. Just really trying to focus on just giving, you know, this month, last month, just continue to give to people that are amazing, that do a lot for the Hot Wheel community. I got this M2 Camaro, so that is for a friend of mine, which I will leave out names. He will be getting this in the mail soon. Better learn that. Okay, so we're done with those. I'm gonna move on to some of these other vintage cars that I got. These, I believe I got these at Goodwill in Linwood, Washington. So, and I've got a couple gifts in here for friends as well. We've got this little Corvette, and this one is 1979. So it's funny because it doesn't have a metal base. A lot of the 70s cars and 80s cars have metal bases. This has a plastic base. Still in amazing condition. It's got more of an 80s kind of theme going on it, but it's a 1979 car. This one's made in Malaysia. It's Hot Wheels. Very cool little car. It's it's a Stingray, I think. I don't know what year. 60s, I believe. But this is also for somebody out there that likes Corvettes. So you can only imagine. And I've got a Matchbox one here. This is like the Superfast series. This is 1979 as well. This car is made in England. Very cool. Also almost like an 80s theme. 79, they were just moving into the 80s. They had a little Matchbox and Hot Wheels had a little jump on the whole color-coded, you know, 80s theme. So very cool car, in pretty good shape, not all mashed up. Then we also have another Corvette here, and this is, I don't know what brand this is, but it's very cool. It's a little Corvette monster truck. I don't think you've seen too many Corvette monster trucks. Besides the fact they just came out with one with the little, you know, they have the Barbie one, and then they have a regular like 80s. Oh man, that's the train. Yeah, that's definitely the train. There it is again. Man, that train just keeps coming by. I try to stop it. One time I tried to jump in front of it and stop it with my strength, but it won. It pushed me right out of the way, guys. Anyways, so this thing's super cool. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So, also for a friend of mine, and I think you know who you are. This is also a gift as well. Hot Wheels Camaro Z28, 1982 in Hong Kong. We got a little Z28 action here. This thing's in really good shape. Could definitely be restored a little bit, but it's almost like a Zamac. It's got kind of it's got a silver metallic paint job that's kind of coming off a little bit. Got a little hood scoop action here. Very sweet. All right, then we got this little waste management truck. I just had to buy it. It's very cool. Comes out like this. This little can comes out and then it reaches up like that. It's got a little shock. So this, I'll probably either be giving this to, I'm thinking about leaving it on my garbage can, just giving it to the waste management guys. So let me know what you think about that. I think they'll like it. Just basically a little gift, just saying thank you for picking up my garbage, because, you know, it's not a fun job necessarily. So this thing is super cool. It's one of those cars you just And it keeps going. This is a Mystery Machine van. Very sweet little car. It's got a big little mud guard, you know, little crash bar on there. On the back it says 4-wheel drive. Got like these bluish wheels. I don't know if it says made in China. There's not a brand on it. It says Scooby-Doo on the front of it. I love the Mystery Machine, so you guys have probably picked that up over the last 5 months here. I think it's been about 5 months since I started my channel. So very cool car. I'm definitely keeping that for myself. Last vintage car that I found here is this 260Z. 260Z. Now this is the first 260Z in my collection because they're all 240 or 280Zs or 300ZX, etc. I've never seen a 260Z because that was a short run. I think they only made those 1 or 2 years. And I've had about 4 280Zs. I've never had a 240. I want one. But this is actually a 260Z. And I don't know that the brand of the toy is weird. It's like ZEE. So kind of just like this weird base. It's plastic and kind of crinkled plastic on the base of it. But it's a really cool car. The wheels are not cool. They're not good. Kind of cheap wheels. Have the little lines on them. So maybe I'll wheel swap this thing and make it a little bit cooler looking. But very cool find. 260Z Datsun. Datsun man diecast loves himself a nice little Datsun. Okay, so I'm gonna do this more so at the beginning of the video just so I don't lose anybody. But you guys probably all watched the video of Nas sending me some stuff. I think it was like a couple videos ago, 2 or 3 videos ago, and he sent me this. This 200SX that was all busted up, that he hit it in the wheel and it smashed on the ground. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update and show you that I've fixed it primarily. I need to shorten the axles on these wheels a little bit, but it is fixed about 95%, you know. So I straightened out the bumpers, I straightened out the chassis on it, and it's good to go. So I just need to bring the axles in a little bit, and this thing's super sweet, and I'm glad that I was able to fix it. And thank you so much, Nas, for sending me this cool car because I've never seen it before. This is a 1981 car, so about 3 years before I was born. 1984 baby. Okay, so we're gonna kind of put all this stuff together. I'm not gonna make a ton of videos, but I'm gonna touch. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna touch on this right now. We're gonna make a separate video, so stay tuned. I'm gonna make my own video for this, for Jay's Diecast Creations. So I'm just gonna go over some finds here real quick. Sitting about 18 minutes here. Okay, I'm gonna get real. I'm gonna go over the cars fairly quickly. I don't want to get super long-winded here. I'm gonna try to organize some of these premiums. Okay, so I'm not gonna go into. I'm not as detailed as David at Twice Diecast. He's got all the stuff laid out like super nice. Me, I mean, I have my girlfriend helped me organize my room a little bit today. I'll show you. So I'll give you kind of a quick look around here. It's all organized. It was kind of dirty. I did get a couple new cars up here on the wall. We've got Mustang Hunter's Custom 510 I put up here, and I think that's the only one I really put up there because I had a empty spot there. So let me set that down again. So all right, let's get to it. I'm just gonna go a couple at a time here because a lot of you guys have probably already seen these cars, but we've got a 67 GD40 new card here, the yellow variation. I think they had a red and a blue variation before this. We've got this. They keep coming out with sick Bentley Continental GT3s. This color combination is sick. For me, it's a tie between the GameStop blue one and this one because I really like the white, black, and green on this car. It's really sick. And then we've got the white variation here of the STI. That's a pretty new one. So I'm digging all that. We've got a couple Matchbox cars I picked up a couple days back. This McLaren is super sweet. We've got a 720S Spider. And then we've got a 21 Ford Bronco. So I picked both of those cars up. Really a big fan of that McLaren. Could probably use some new wheels on it, but honestly the wheels aren't half bad. Kind of a nice 5-spoke design there, so not a bad wheel. So Matchbox has definitely stepped up their game in the last couple years. We've got some premium cars I picked up. We've got 3 of these here. One of them's from the British horsepower. I was able to find another one of these McLaren F1s. The other cars that it comes with is like the Defender, the Mini Morris, or the Morris Mini, the Morris Mini Morris, and then Lotus Esprit, and then we've got a Jaguar, and then of course my favorite car of them all is the McLaren F1. Then we've got a couple of these cars here from the Boulevard set, which are really, really cool, especially this Pontiac Firebird, the 67. So for anyone who hasn't found this yet, good luck, and when you find this, you're going to be really happy. It's very cool. And then we've got the Lancia, and that thing's really cool. That's the Stratos Group 5. I am missing the Porsche 964 and the Buick Regal. So I'm missing the greenish Porsche, which looks amazing, and then I'm missing the GNX there too, the Buick Regal. But I'll find them. So cool, we got those cars. Okay, we're gonna continue on here and go through some other cars, probably about, okay, then we've got a couple of these. I'll go through these. We've got the Deutschland design. We've got the 959, super cool car, and then we've got the E46 M3, a new variation. As you guys know, they had the Fast and the Furious one, the white one with the green wheels. I still, it's a tie for me. I like this blue color and the black wheels a little bit better than the white with the green wheels, but it is kind of cool how it's offset so well. This white Porsche with the black wheels is a nice little touch too. So these cars, super sweet. Glad I found those, finally found those. Been looking for those for a while. Okay, so we've got some L case here, I believe. Some new L case. We've got this awesome Liberty Walk GTR. As some of you know, I own a GTR, definitely not a Liberty Walk, but there are some in my area that are cruising around. There's a shop that builds these, that has built a couple of them. And Fantasy Colors is their name, and I think they're in Snohomish, Washington. So shout out to them because they make some really cool cars, you know, and they're local. We've got the 67 Chevelle SS 396, one of my favorite cars of all time. Out of muscle cars, this is the one that I want to have. I want a 67 Chevelle SS 396 4-speed. So one of these days, I do like the notch in the window back there on this car. I think it's just a beautiful car. I'd either like a black one or a blue one in the future someday maybe. We've got a 2020 Koenigsegg Jesko. Very cool. New car for L case. New variation. We've got, I think this is also a new variation, this little, this white bug here. I just bought this because I'm not a real big bug fan, but I know that there's somebody out there that's gonna want that car, so I just have one for that day that I need to hand one out. Then we've got a new Corvette C8R, basically like the racing version. This is also L case. Really like, this is probably my favorite design that they have so far for the C8 Corvette. I like the charcoal kind of color, yellow, and we've got some red accents on it too. Very, very cool. Okay, another car that I'm really excited about, a couple cars. We've got this 67 Chevy C10, one of my favorite trucks of all time. I plan on owning one of these hopefully in the next couple of years. I would really love to have a C10 truck. So I really like the color scheme. We got Goodyear on the side of it, got a hood scoop, we got some tubbed wheels there. So we've got these big fatties in there. So very cool. I love it. And then we've got a Sylvia S13. I love myself a nice clean S13. They couldn't have done this car any cleaner. It's just the red, and it's got the split 5-spoke wheels. Very clean little car. Beautiful. Then we've got the Regine Express, Rayu's design here, another variation. This is also L-Case. Love this guy. Probably my favorite one to date. I like the blue color and the pink. Very cool. I picked this up. It's very cool. This little Disney steamboat. I am gonna put this in the pile for the kids. I'm gonna give that away because who doesn't love Mickey Mouse? I grew up with Mickey Mouse. I think everybody loves Mickey Mouse. Super clean fun. All right. All right, then we've got, somebody was asking me like, hey, why didn't you grab the Carbinator, the red edition? Well, I did. It's right here. And I love Carbinators. I don't know what it is. Something about Carbinators and also a nice, zoom in. You guys know I like zoom ins. So, super cool. Gonna use that to crack some bottles with. We've got a Toyota Land Cruiser, and I didn't even know this was coming out because this is also one of my favorite cars. I would love to have a Toyota Land Cruiser, especially this truck variation. I think in Japan they came diesel, so I think that's super awesome. Nice big Toyota lettering on the back here. Very cool color. Love it. You guys know I love HKS. This paint job on this Civic is Type R is sweet, and of course they have a Super Treasure Hunt version of this, which I would love to find. But this is just a regular one, but I'm really happy with it. I'm glad I found it. Also part of L-Case. Very, very sweet car. I love my HKS stuff. A couple more Matchbox here. We've got a different C8. We've got a red C8 with some 5 spokes, and then we have a Toyota MR2. So we've got an older MR2, 1984. I've almost bought one of these before. I really like these little cars, but I've never pulled the trigger. So very cool car. I think I have a buddy that would love this, so I'll probably give that to him. All right. We're getting there, we're getting there. Okay, so here's another Sylvia that I got, S13. We've got a black GT40. Black variation there, very cool. Gold wheels, one of my favorite cars of all time, for sure. I'm sure you guys have all seen Ford vs. Ferrari, incredible movie. I own it, I had to buy it. And then we've got an Aston Martin 177. This color scheme is sick, and I'm sure Rapid Nismo is like, oh, blah, 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 blah. No, probably not making that sound, but it's, he freaks out about British cars, so I like to give him grief, but he knows I love him. Porsche Cayenne Turbo S, very cool color on this one. Almost kind of looks like a Super Treasure Hunt kind of a color, just like that Audi wagon Super Treasure Hunt, similar color. Okay, all right, just got a few more cars to go through, then I'm done. Okay, picked up another one of these Porsche 933 GT2s. I love GT2s and GT3s. We found the Lancia down in Oregon. I think it was McMinnville at a Walmart. Found this transporter, very cool. I do have the other two as well, the Skyline and the Mercury Comet. Skyline's my favorite, of course, the R32, but this was a really good find. I hadn't found it yet, so glad I found it. Okay, so these are some cars that I found at the dollar store. We don't have Dollar Generals here in Washington. We do have some like way down south, but I was able to find some Hot Wheels at a dollar store, which usually they just have a couple Hot Wheels there, or not even Hot Wheels, they have a couple Matchbox there. They don't really have Hot Wheels generally. If they do, they have one or two. So they had a bunch here. So we'll go through those. Oh, and I missed one from the last. We've got a red edition Corvette here. We got a 19 ZR1. That's cool. I love my red edition cars. Then at this dollar store, we were able to pick up a 17 Raptor. Pretty cool. That will be for a buddy of mine that has one. I think he'll appreciate that. I bought a couple of these Copo Camaros. Very sweet. I think I already had one, but I love this color scheme, this Falcon color scheme. Blue and green. And then we've got this Mercedes Unimog. I think Alex Cruz made a comment about this in one of my last videos, how cool it is. I think it's awesome. Definitely worth, it's a good Outlander vehicle you could make. And then we've got 82 Dodge Rampage, which Derek commented on Honest Diecast. I said, oh, this thing's hideous. I love it. And so another C8R Corvette, and then we were able to get this little Ducati Scrambler Hot Wheel. I do like collecting the little motorcycles. I have a lot of them. And then last car here is this purple 67 Mustang Coupe. I'm sure Mustang Hunter has it. Jason, very cool car. It's got a metallic paint job. So very cool cars, guys. That's it. So appreciate you. Oh, one more thing. I'm gonna crack a Kroger. I realized I didn't have one of these on my shelf, so I'm gonna crack this real quick. We're gonna put it on the display case because I have to open every one of, like, I have to have one in the card, one out of the card. So we're gonna open this right now. This is for Tampa. This is for his wife. She's now a subscriber. She just subscribed to my channel, so this is for her. Cracked it. She's cringing right now. So we're gonna go put it in the case here. All right. I'm gonna put it right above this other yellow one right there. Nice. Give you guys a little closer look at this real quick. Let me take my camera off here. So, quick look at all these 510s. Just look at them. All right, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. Love you guys. I'm gonna post another couple videos, probably a hunt video soon, and then I'm gonna do a video on Jay's Ferrari challenge because I've just finished a car for his girlfriend. And so God bless you guys. Stay safe, stay real, stay hydrated, stay the course, and you know, all that good stuff. Just stay positive. Love ya. Goodbye. I'm in your face.